Oh. Hey guys, this is Julia Kaufman again, reporting from the Tulip conference in San Francisco, and I'm here with Noah Katz from Artesian Future Technologies. He is running basically one of the biggest mining operations in the world. Nice to meet you, Noah. Can you tell us a little bit about your company and even a little bit about mining rigs for our users today?
Sure. So Artesian focuses on high quality miners. Our goal is to build things that are functional, that are beautiful, and they're going to be profitable for years to come. A lot of companies like to cut corners, use low quality parts, they're often foreign. We focus on the best of the best. We use parts that are warranted. We have an extended service model. We're going to help you every step of the way to use the equipment that you might buy from us.
Okay.
And that's part of what makes us different.
Okay. Noah, tell us about mining rigs. How does this work? If you even can turn around, we can do a little bit of a demo.
Sure.
Let me do a little bit close up. So as you see, Noah, give us the lowdown on what this is.
So this is actually a very special rig of ours. This is the Titan V miner. It's got 8 Titan V graphics cards, ordinarily used for GPU supercomputing.
Okay.
A 3D sintering rig. It's one of the most profitable per square foot, essentially, per rig, single rig systems anywhere in the world right now.
Okay.
And a customer bought this back in February, became the first in the world. So the mining process, essentially, is literally building blockchains block by block.
Okay.
Whenever someone has a transaction online on the blockchain, that transaction has to be encoded, validated, and then added to the blockchain over time.
Okay.
Right? That's all done through mining. That's done through computational hashing power on these GPUs. And the more GPUs you have, the more power you have, the more networks you can support, and the more profit you're going to get.
Okay.
So mining networks are literally paying you little pieces of those transactions to help validate, help support those networks. They're literally paying you for your work.
Okay.
That's mining.
So transactions go into a block. The blocks go into a blockchain.
Right.
What is all this?
Right. So what you're looking at is basically a desktop.
Let me go around this way.
Desktop computer, right? This is everything you might recognize. There are fans, there are graphics cards underneath, there are power supplies, a motherboard, a processor, RAM, all that normal stuff. The reason it's special is that we have applied many more GPUs to a system than would otherwise be possible. That's because we're using interesting pieces of hardware that actually add the ability to put multiple cards onto a single board. Ordinarily, you'd put 2 and 3. 1 is normal for a computer. We have 8, we have 6. You can have up to
how many?
Up to 19. One motherboard potentially.
Wow.
And the more cards you have, the more power you can produce. So these machines can easily make $30, $40, $50 a day or more if you're mining the right type of thing. If you're working on the right coin projects and applying your effort in the right place. We let our customers choose where that happens, or we can suggest interesting models of what to work. Otherwise, the regular computer, you can log into this, you can go to your Windows desktop or run Linux if you want to. It's a very standard piece of machinery, except it contains all of these powerful brains, these graphics cards, which are much more powerful than standard processors.
I see. Interesting.
That's what's doing the complex mathematics to make the transactions happen.
Now I'm going to ask really, really simple questions, and hopefully the newbies will appreciate this as well. Is each card processing how many transactions? Or am I thinking about this wrong?
No, this is okay. You're on the right way. Ordinarily, a card will process either in hashes, in kilohashes, mega hashes, or even more. The networks we usually work on, these are processing thousands or tens of thousands of transactions per second.
Each one is 10,000 transactions a second. You guys hear that?
And some networks will do hundreds of thousands per second.
And
depends on the network.
So 10,000 is when you say some networks, is that a Bitcoin network versus Ethereum network?
Right, exactly. It's what coin blockchain you're working on. You're mining on a certain algorithm for a certain coin at a certain time. Each of those use different computational protocols or algorithms, which enables you to mine those different coins.
So can any of these cards essentially use any coin?
Yes.
Any coin.
So aside from Bitcoin and Litecoin, these can mine almost any coin out there.
Aside from Bitcoin
and Litecoin.
So what mines Bitcoin and Litecoin?
ASIC miners. Those are those sort of small silver boxes you might see from Chinese manufacturers. Of dubious quality, but those specifically are designed for Bitcoin, Litecoin, a few other coins, and they're always built overseas by a very specific operation, sort of a monopoly. They can be great, or they can be not so great.
Okay.
We're not here to bash ASICs necessarily. It's apples and bananas a little bit.
Right.
But it's
Apple, Samsung.
Sure. a little bit like that.
Okay.
But GPUs are great because any random person at home on their computer, whether they usually use it for video games or design or watching movies, they can use their graphics card to mine crypto. Now, it won't be as profitable as a giant rig designed for that, but they can use that, and that democratizes the technology, which is great.
Okay. So when you said $40 to $50 a day, do I need all of these to make $40, $50 a day, or just one?
It's for the entire rig, and that would be really responsibly mining some rarer coins and really doing your research to figure out what's best and most profitable. I think it's still safe to say any rig you get from us in the higher tier is going to be between 20 and 30 a day for the next however long amount of time. It's
perpetuity.
It's going to be as far as we can tell,
It's like
and the great part is that we can switch whenever we need to.
Right.
Every hour, or every day, or every week, every month, we can change what we're mining.
Okay.
That's really
I see. You can mine EOS today and Neo tomorrow.
Exactly.
And how long does it take to like switch everything? Seconds. This is blockchain,
guys. Programs that specifically switch every few seconds if you want to chase the most profitable or most functional coins.
Okay. So I know nothing about this. Let's say I just buy this from you today.
Sure.
What's step one?
Step one, unpack the box. I like to joke with my customers that it literally takes longer to unpack the box than it does to start up mining. When you get this machine, it's a fully fledged computer ready to mine. All you have to do is attach a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. Download a program you want to use. They're all free online. And then plug in your wallet address to get paid. Click the start button.
Click the start button?
It can be that easy. We also have.
Are you coming to my house and installing all of this?
So
how much does that cost? I'm trying to figure out what's like startup. I mean, not your. I don't want you to release any proprietary information, but startup costs, right? Like I'm assuming a few $1,000s. Am I in the range?
Yeah, that's right. So a lot of our systems are between $3,000 and $10,000. It's very flexible. You can build something as small as $2,000, but the more graphics cards you have, the better off you are. If you're spending only a few $1,000s, most of the money you're spending is for the frame, for power, for support, for the metal, literally. So the more cards you have, the more expensive the system is, the more profitable it's going to end up being for you. And then, so startup costs from $2,000 to $10,000 just for these cards. For the whole system.
And then there's electricity.
Electricity is a big one,
right? So I live in a big city, New York City.
It's expensive.
That's expensive. But let's say I go to Montana, right? And I get some warehouse space, and I set up this rig. How much am I gross profiting from that?
Sure. So in Montana, you can expect to spend about $1 per day on electricity, even for a system this big.
So that's, $50 a day for about this big, minus $1.
Yeah, it's really not
That's
too bad.
pretty
Now,
good gross margin.
In an average location, so Montana's not an average location. But in an average location, you could expect between $2 and $4 a day on electricity.
But why wouldn't I just do it in Montana? Because you set up a warehouse space that's cheaper as well.
At scale, you should absolutely run these machines in a cold place with lots of cheap power. A lot of people flock to hydroelectric power plants. Run them near those for cheap green electricity, which is great. And also to northern climates, Canada, Iceland, Northern Europe. A lot of miners go there because you can literally run these much more efficiently than you're not spending electricity on cooling. Which is nice also.
Do I have to go back and forth? I live in New York City. I have this mining rig set up in Montana that I bought from you today. A few months from now, do I need to go visit Montana? Do I need to check up on this thing?
You can check up on these rigs even from your phone if you want to.
On my
phone. There are lots of programs you can use. If you're on Windows, remote desktop, our mining software itself, especially in Linux, is very easy to monitor and look at right from your phone. Log into a web page, see what's going on. You can get detailed stats, change what it's mining right there.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to just ask quickly, what are some of the biggest questions that you're getting from people that are interested in your technology?
We're getting a question of what does longevity look like? What is the initial cost? What's set up like? I think people are curious what's being mined right now. Because publicly, if you look at the coins that are being talked about, they may not be as profitable as we're talking about. That's because we specifically pursue projects that we know are going to be profitable. They may not be available publicly. So we're going to approach those small coins or even medium cap coins, even high cap coins, if they are functional for a long period of time, if their projects are worth working on. We don't just want to be a fly-by-night operation. So,
you're the biggest operation. You're not the fly-by-night by any means.
People are curious what's going to happen and how it all works. But the process really is very simple. You set up an address you want to get paid to. It goes into your wallet from the miner. internet and power, you're all set up.
Okay.
It's quite easy.
All right. Thank you so much, Noah.
welcome.
From Artesian Future Technologies.
That's us.
If you have any questions, reach them out to
Send
Noah.
us an email, reach out, let us know.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.